Hey y'all, so I'm back with another video and it is the end of November, but basically the beginning of December. So y'all know that means Christmas nails. Well, I'm not going to do too much with this set. I'm going to ease my way into it. So a subtle Christmas design. So if you want to see how I achieved it, just keep watching. So to start off, I'm going to start on the ring finger and I'm just going to take a clear bead and I'm going to apply a thin layer onto the nail. Now, while that bead is still wet, I'm going to come in and add some gold charms. These gold charms, I believe I got them last year, y'all, and I got them from AliExpress, and it's just a Christmas mix. So it has all the usual, the Santa Clauses, presents, snowflakes, all that good stuff. And I'm just going to try to fill that tip up. Now, once I do that, I'm going to come in with a nude color and I'm just going to fade it from the cuticle area down to that clear tip. I'm also going to come in and add just a little bit of glitter, and this is the Modelones glitter, and I'm just bringing it in between the fade and the tip. I just want little accents of it. It's a silvery goldish kind of glitter mix, so I thought it would go really good with this nail. So I'm going to use this Modelones red color, and I stopped halfway through the application, y'all, because I was like, this red is so pretty. I had to tell my client because she was on the phone. She wasn't paying attention. But I was like, girl, look at this red. And she loves red. So she was all about it. Now, the inspiration that I was trying to achieve is the plaid red that you see with the black, and sometimes you'll see a reindeer. It's pretty much always the same designs that pop up around this time, but I kind of wanted to switch it up. So that's what we're going for. So the pinky and the middle finger is just going to be a solid color because I'm going to come afterwards and add designs to that when I'm finished. And then, y'all, that middle finger, which I use the black, any black is so difficult to use. So you'll see me when I'm applying this, I'm being super careful. And I mean, you guys, y'all know about black. So when it comes to that nail, honey, I am just taking my time, tapping it, and trying just to be as careful as I can. So when I got to the cuticle area, you guys already know it got real when I got back there. I was, being careful, tapping it back into place. But when I was tapping it back, it wasn't flowing evenly, around the cuticle area. So I went in with my brush and I tried to clean it to make it even. And why'd I do that? It just made it worse. I was like, just let me stop now before I do something that I'm not going to be able to fix. So I got it as good as I could, and then I just moved on. So for the pointer finger, I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to do a V cut. I'm going to use the nude, and the red would be my French. So I'm going to apply this in one bead from cuticle area to tip. Then I'm going to allow it to kind of semi go dry, and then I'll come back with my X-Acto knife. So on the thumb, I'm going to take that red and I'm only going to apply it down the center of the nail. So I'm basically going to be doing another cut out. So I'll allow that to go semi-dry and then I'll come back. So I'm back to the thumb, and as you can see, I'm going in with my X-Acto knife, but not a lot is happening. So what happened was I applied this thin. So when you apply it thin, it's going to dry faster. Now you can see towards the top where I first applied the bead, where the bead first touched the cuticle area, that was already drying. But towards the tip, I was still able to cut it. So I'm going to just go in and scrape off as much as I can. I'm going to make the imprint, and then I'm going to come in with my e-file and just fix it. Now, this particular day in this set, I think I was off of my game, y'all. I don't know what was going on, but I just kept messing up, and I kept doing stuff that I knew better that I shouldn't have been doing. When I applied this red, I went to the other nail and just took my sweet time and forgot that I needed to get back to that one. But nonetheless, I was just making more work for myself. When it comes to stuff like that, you can always fix it. But just us as nail techs, we're like, you don't want to mess up at all. So I'm gonna go in and fix it, and it'll be fine. So now I'm going to come in and file all of those cutouts. And not only do I file the cutout, but I also file the perimeter of the nail. This helps when you're applying your next color, so you won't add any extra bulk that you don't need. If it's already in shape, then you're good to go. So now I'm going to come back to the thumb and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make sure that I run my file flat across the body. So any of that extra acrylic that is on there, I'm going to get off. When I went in with my e-file, I didn't want to go too far down, so I saved this part for the hand file, and that's what you see me doing now. So now I'm going to come in and fill that French, and I'm trying to be real careful, trying not to make such, a mess with it, because if you apply it neatly, you can get away with, applying your color and not having to file it. So I'm just being super careful. I'm going to fill it in, push it all the way up to that line, and make sure that it's nice, neat, and smooth. So I'm at the thumb and I'm going to do the same thing as the pointer. I'm going to fill in those cutouts. Now I'm using the black, so of course my technique is going to be a little bit different just because of how hard that black is to use. So I'm going to start at the tip and just basically get that black color on. Now I'm going to just push it up against the cuticle area. I'm going to be real careful, make sure that I have it where it needs to be. And then I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to swipe it down. And it's just going to automatically fill in that spot that I need it to be. Now I'm going to come through with my brush and just pat and push it up against that wall that's in the center, just to make sure that it's evenly distributed against that side of the nail. Now I'm not worried about it being on that red because I am going to come in and file that. Now with the black color, like I said, you want to get it on without getting it onto the skin. So I'm sacrificing, getting it onto the red just so I won't get it on the outside, if that makes sense. So I'm going to let it dry and then I'll come back and file it. So the bit I'm using is just a fine carbide bit, and I'm going to use that just to remove that excess acrylic. Now these are the nails after they have been capped with clear and it is just application, and then these are the nails after they have been freshly filed. So once I've cleansed the nail, I'm going to come in and start my design, and I'm doing another sweater pattern. What a surprise. And I'm sorry, y'all, I have been doing sweater patterns and cutouts, it seems like every video, but tis the season. What can I say? This is when all of the designs come out the most. So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to use my clear jelly stamping plate in plaid, and I'm using that charcoal gray color. And y'all, this time though, I wish I would have used the black. After it was all said and done and I was looking at them, I was like, dang it, I wish I would have used the black. And the more I thought about it, it makes sense. When you use a lighter color, when you have that as your background, of course what you put on top needs to kind of be consistent with that. You need to kind of use something similar and lighter to that color. So for darker colors, it's the same thing. I should have used a darker color, but you live and you learn. Next time I know to go in with the darker color. So for the black nail, I'm just going to be using some snowflake stickers. I'm going to fill that nail up, and then I'm going to come in with my stamping plate, and I'm just going to add like some little stars and snowflakes just to top it off. So once I have all of that design complete, I'm going to go in with my Young Nails top coat, and I'm going to make sure that I cap these twice, the ones with the stamped nails and the ones with the sticker nails. And I also did stamping on the thumb too, just to let you guys know. But that's it, y'all. That is my completed set. I am so excited for Christmas nails. I love them. I think it's my favorite time of the year to do nails. So thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.